It's week 5 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Panthers and the Bears, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers. And this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number if you go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Let's go now.
Throwing to start the drive. Booth. Wide open receiver complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Back to throw. Booth. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Booth. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Off play action. Booth. And it's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They've gotten it. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Seven 0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their 2nd-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Now Young. He'll find Thielen working the middle. The numbers for Thielen in that game last week, he was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here is Young. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
Kyler Gordon back deep to return.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ready.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5.
Go!
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Booth.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
The Bears in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Flushed out right.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Booth.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Booth. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Had the offense humming on the 1st drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That 1st series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing, Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The slot man in motion right. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Young now. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Booth. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Let's go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Adunze. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Young going to give to Brooks.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Kyler Gordon stopped that play before it ever got going. Great job.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2nd and 3. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Young.
The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Now here's Young.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen, 72 yards.
And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bears offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Sliding out of the pocket. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Jordan Fuller, the one there in coverage.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Young working out of the gun. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Young to throw it.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin with the early game across the Atlantic at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London, where you see the final score there. Aaron Rodgers leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Anthony Richardson. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jamar Chase, a touchdown reception. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter. From the 30, the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And that's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback, The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, Young on the move to his left. Young into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Young. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Young. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Ready up. Set. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Booth. That is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here we go. Set.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Booth. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Young to throw it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Young will set to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Up to the 20. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
In motion, the tight end. Operating from the gun. Booth steps away to his left. He juked him, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Back to throw now on first down. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Booth escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Now Young. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Ready!
Throwing to start the drive. Booth. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Booth. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Booth staying on his feet. Out, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
Here we go.
Off play action. Booth. And that will be incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here is Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Young now.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Young looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. There he goes left side. Down the left sideline. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick-6, Young. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. That's to the rookie from South Carolina, Xavier Liggett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Young. He'll find Thielen working the middle. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Young rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. 2nd down and 8. Here's Young from the shotgun.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now here's Young. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's complete right side to Kmet. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Let's go. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Back to throw. Booth. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Bears, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.